Hello everybody and welcome to day one of Gamescom 2015. We're here streaming live for you at home, straight from the show floor. We have our amazing booth over here. I think we can bring up a picture of it up on screen just for a second. I'm not sure if we can show that on there, but there it is. Yeah, look at that. Look at that amazing booth. You can see the Cobra over there.
Everybody wave.
You've got the two stations of 12 in the front and then 12 in the back. Everybody wave at the stations. Everybody wave in the queue. There you go.
Give us a wave.
There you go. There it is. Awesome stuff. So we have absolutely so many awesome things lined up for you today. And tomorrow and next day on Thursday, we're trying to bring Gamescom to you, to the viewers at home. So we're going to be having interviews with the developers. We're going to be teaching Eddie Simons, one of the producers. We're going to teach him how to play CQC, because believe it or not, he's never played before. So you guys down there are actually more experienced at CQC than he has. He's been hard at work on Planetary Landings, all right? So without further ado, I'm going to introduce my first special guest, though. We have Gareth Cademy, our ambassador, here to help us out demo the game to all of these amazing people here at Gamescom. So how are you today?
I'm all right, yeah. It's crazy busy. It's amazing just how many people there are.
I don't know if you can, if it comes across at home, but the actual energy in this building is incredible. We're competing with a giant sound van over there that is blasting out music at ridiculous volumes.
The place is vibrating. It's just that much energy.
Yeah. And there are so many people coming by back and forth as well. So anyway, yeah. So one thing before we start as well, today to start with, what we're going to do is we're going to do a little 101, basically, a little run through some of the tutorials with Gareth, who was a bit of an expert streamer himself. We're going to run through some of the tutorials, so he's going to show some of the aspects of Elite Dangerous. Maybe if you're walking by, you can hear that and see what we're talking about. So we're going to show some of the training demos. But first of all, tell them a bit about yourself. You are a streamer at home, is that right?
Yeah, I stream as much as I can. And I really enjoy streaming, just interacting with the audience. And also, you get a lot of people that have been struggling a bit with Elite. They come in, ask for hints and tips, and myself and the rest of the streamer community are more than happy to help. So in the end, we love Elite, and we want everyone to be able to get to grips with it.
I mean, it is a complicated game, but it's so rewarding because of those reasons, because it's got so much about it.
Indeed.
Yeah, and so anyway, I think we should probably kick in with some gameplay right here. Wait till it brings up on the screen. There we go. Yeah. Oh, we're picture. That's okay.
It's there somewhere.
But what we're going to do is show the basic combat demo first. So why don't you tell people about the controls first of all. You're using the X52 Pro here, which is the sticks that we have on the tables over on our stand as well. So tell about the controls. Like what are you doing here with the right stick?
Well, with the stick in the right hand, you've got roll both ways. You've got yaw, so you can stick your nose sideways, and then of course you got your pivot up and down there. And with that, you can point your nose where you want to go. And you have a look, see how far away your enemy is. I've got the guns out already. I've targeted him already. And now I'm going to put a bit more, if you look in the bottom right there, I've just put power into weapons, which gives me a bit more juice in the guns.
Yeah, so you're talking about the bottom right hand of the screen.
The bottom right hand corner there.
Those three pips there, and you can actually change your energy on your ship systems. You can change it in and out.
System to shields, engines, weapons.
So if you need more weapons power, you can adjust it there. So this guy, Solar Fluke, why is he not coming for you at the moment? Why is he not attacking you now?
Well, he's basically harmless. He's the most basic AI, and he's just a moving target, really, for this training demo.
So this is like a basic demo. I mean, Elite Dangerous, of course, will let you take this guy on while people can watch. You know, go easy on him, don't take him down too quickly. But yeah, Elite Dangerous, for those who are new to Elite Dangerous, it is a massively multiplayer online spaceship simulation game set in a 1-to-1 scale recreation of our entire Milky Way. And that's pretty massive. We have 400 billion star systems in our game, and you can go exploring, bounty hunting, mining, assassination missions. We have a whole system called Power Play in the game, which is where you can pick a faction of your choice and choose to support them. And then you can go on the Power Play map, which we might be able to show later on. But today we're just running through these basic training demos. So as you can see here, it's quite easy for you. You've played this game quite a lot. You've got him down to 3% already. Got him out of his misery.
And there he goes.
There you go. Watch
Nicely done. And boom,
explode.
fireworks.
There you go. Nicely done. Nicely done. Nicely done. So later on, we are going to give people the opportunity to come up on stage and join us here as well to see if they can beat Gareth's time. I think that's what we're going to do. Something similar to that.
What, you expect? Oh,
I haven't warned you
really
about
my
this
entry?
Yet. That was your entry time. No, absolutely not. We'll be doing a proper recorded time later on. But for now, let's move on to, let's do something like launching. Let's do something like launching.
Do some launching. Yeah, this is one of the most complicated things in the game, is actually getting in and out of the space ball.
Out of the space ball. But it is one of the most sort of interesting, satisfying things as well about the game. Like,
indeed.
Like when you manage to absolutely nail this, it just feels so amazing when you come out. So what have you got here on this menu here? What's going on?
When you start in, you're inside the hangar of the station. So we go up to the surface, or you can click launch to lift off straight away. But I'm just going to go up to the surface first. And we go on the lift, and up we go, chugga, 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 chugga. And there we go. And you can see the blast door there.
Yeah.
Blast shield even. Just dropping down. That protects the tower behind, what will be behind you when you come to land. So now, I request clearance to launch.
And here you go. So
and here we go.
It's for all of your bindings here. Yeah, you're going to show people exactly how they're going to launch the first time.
This only happens on the training, or if you ask it to do it again in the game.
Yeah. Well, it might be interesting for people to see, like, actually how all the buttons work ahead of time.
So there, throttle up, throttle down. And then we've got your lateral thrusters, because, of course, you're in a spaceship, so you can fly up, down, and sideways.
So while you're doing this as well, I do want to say as well, at home, we have some amazing opportunities for you today. So at the end of this first half an hour, in about 20 minutes' time, what we're going to do is we're going to give a piece of trivia, a question out. We're going to ask you a question, and at home, if you use the hashtag EDGC, that means that you can then, at home and also here as well, we're going to pick at random, when you answer that question on Twitter, we're going to pick at random somebody who answers it right, and then we're going to give you a prize as well. We're going to do lots of trivia out throughout the day, and the prize is an exclusive Gamescom paint job, which you can't get anywhere else unless you're actually here at this event. So you know we said we were going to try and bring Gamescom home to people at home. This is your chance to actually win an exclusive Gamescom paint job, which only people here, you're not going to be able to get that anywhere else in the world ever again. Gamescom 2015 paint job. And as well, we have another special thing. At the end of the day, we are going to be giving people at home and people here watching outside the front, we're going to give you the chance to win the chance to name your own planet, the ability to name your own planet in our game. We did just announce planetary landings, which is pretty awesome. You've managed it already. You've already got out there.
Yeah, I can't
Okay, we'll go back to the training menu.
Yep.
Let's just take on one of the harder things. What about incursion? That's going to keep you going for a while.
Go on then.
Incursion, yeah. See if you can beat this. This will be a challenge for you.
What am I in?
But what we're doing with that is basically, I'm going to ask you a question right now, and throughout the day, I'm going to repeat that question. And at the end of the day, we're going to pick at random from that question as well, and the person that we pick is going to have the chance to name their own planet. Of course, I want to know what you're going to choose to name your planet, but we did just announce planetary landings, which is super exciting. So you're going to be able to land on the planet that you choose to name as well, and I think that is such an incredible opportunity. We're going to be talking way more about planetary landings and all the expansions that are coming to Elite Dangerous, but for right now, we're just showing a bit of the basics off. So Gareth, we do have a little bit of an audience. Can you talk through and tell these guys exactly what you're doing right now?
All right, well, basically right now I'm going through the easier waves, just tearing them apart. I've got 4 beam lasers. Are the gimbals? Yes, the gimbal beam lasers, so they've got a bit of tracking assistance. And I'm saving my missiles for the bigger targets. If you notice on the left there, I've got secondary fire and 2 missile racks. I'll save them up for, as I say, the larger targets. These little minnows, I can just use the beam lasers for.
Yeah, that looks like it came easy to you there. You didn't really struggle with that guy very much.
Right, now things are starting to ramp up a bit. I've got 2 targets to take care of.
Yeah.
So now I've just got to keep them in front of me. So with a combination of throttle control, a bit of thrusters, and of course pointing my nose in the right direction.
So I see that you've got 4 beam lasers here on the side, right? Is that something that, with your beam lasers, like you can choose and chop and change, whatever sort of outfitting you can have on there? You are popping these guys. These guys are just exploding. You're going to be done way too quickly on this.
For the training simulations, you get preset ships. But for in-game, you can buy your own weapons. You can chop, change. Your ship is basically a hull. how you put it together, what you put inside that hull is entirely up to you.
Yeah.
And as long as you've got the power grid and all the other stats to fill, you're fine. Or you can come out with some serious crazy builds. Like you could have a glass cannon with very little shields, but absolutely massive guns, powerful guns on them. Or you can have a really nippy, swift fighter, and you could get yourself and a few mates together with similar ships, and you can use wolf pack tactics. You know, nipping at them and then backing off.
Yeah. Did you mention as well before? You mentioned about the ability to have a group of friends. You say like so.
Yeah.
Like join up in a wing, of course.
Indeed. Yeah. The wings. You can have up to 3 friends with you, and I often play with my dad and my brother, so we're all elite fans in the family.
Yeah.
And so we'll get together and we'll just go bounty hunting, and we'll tear apart anacondas and pythons and these other really big, expensive, powerful ships. But between the 3 of us, we're easily able to take them down.
Yeah. And that brings obviously lots of different types of gameplay into question as well. So you get bonuses and benefits for trading and stuff in groups when you're
Indeed, yes. I mean, say my old man, he didn't really fancy shooting anything. He just wanted to run some trade runs. So my brother and I, we can go in our combat ships and we can run escort. So say if anyone, there's an interdiction mechanic where you can get pulled out of like sublight speed into normal space. And with that, they can then start shooting you. Now, obviously, as a trader in your cargo ship, you're not going to be very defensive, and you're going to be a sitting duck against a ship with decent weapons. However, of course, you follow in, and you soon take care of the attacker. And but then the trader goes and docks. He sells his goods, and because you were guarding him, made it a successful trade run, you get a little bonus. Yeah, a little stipend in your pocket.
Yeah, you've had absolutely no trouble taking on these guys so far, as I can see. But how long does it take you to get as good as you are? How many hours have you put into this thing?
Well, I've been playing since beta, and there are quite a few people that
dancing around these fools.
That Eagle is a very maneuverable ship, although just a little diddy frigate. So, what we got here?
Yeah, it's concentrating.
Sidewinders now.
It's concentrating mode. I'm impressed that you managed to actually play and speak at the same time. That's amazing. I'll let you concentrate for just a moment, because as I mentioned before, if you're watching at home, you can join in and actually get the chance to name your own planet at the end of the day. So, but the actual thing, the question I'm going to ask for that is, I want you to tell us which celebrity you'd have as your wingman and why. Use the hashtag EDGC15, which I think is down here. We hope. So tell us which celebrity you'd have as your wingman and why with the hashtag EDC15. Throughout the day, I'm going to be repeating that over and over and again. At the end of the day, we're going to pick from that and pick the person who can name their own planet, which is, I think, an amazing, super cool thing. So what do you think about the announcement then? Of course, like we announced, we talked about...
planetary landings. Oh, yes. I cannot wait for that.
Yeah, so what aspect of it are you most excited about?
Just going out to the unknown, finding a totally undiscovered, uncharted rock somewhere in space. Well, yeah, you could do that already. But this time, well, I'll say this time, soon you'll be able to land on it and actually go bombing about in a June buggy.
SRV.
Oh, right, SRV.
So we have
June
the
buggy.
Surface Recon vehicle.
No, it's June buggy to me. Yeah. Sorry. But
so we just some more people watching. I noticed that you've not fired anything from your missile rack yet. Why is the reason behind that? What's
because basically, actually, as a Viper, I might be. Tell you what, I'll use some on this
guy.
Works,
your secondary fire?
No, I'm not allergic to secondary fire at all. I'm just trying to save it up. See, use the beams, take out this guy's shields, because energy weapons are more effective on shields than hull.
Yeah. I can see that you've got a thermal overload there on the screen. If you look to the right of the screen,
that's
you see
the battery
overload
running down. Now I'll put more power into weapons.
Yep.
And you notice that my power supply will come back up. If I do that,
it's going much faster
it's
now,
full. Now just get him in front of me, and better catch up with him as well.
Oh, completely, super easy.
Just catch up. And as soon as his shields pop, any moment now, any moment. There we go.
Now you fire off
have some of that.
Racks.
There we go.
It's not gone entirely.
have a couple with a... Yeah, they're good hits. Right, that'll do. I'll finish him off with the lasers.
So yeah, if you've just tuned in, we are streaming live from the show floor at Gamescom. We're trying to bring Gamescom home to the people at home, to you viewers at home. We have 24 stations here. We're trying to give that sort of experience. The sort of thing that we're showing to these people here is kind of what you're seeing Gareth do on screen right now. We've also got some competitions throughout the day, which I will keep reminding you of. But we are going to have a half-an-hour break in about 15 minutes. We're going to be showing Eddie Simons later on how to play CQC. Hopefully getting some live CQC footage from people playing actually here. Yeah, which I think is going to be really, really cool. We've actually got David Braben as well, our CEO. He's going to be coming on for 10-15 minutes, but I can tell you more about that and the timings of that later on. It depends if you can actually make it through the crowds of people that are here, and if you can handle all the noise as well. You know he's very sensitive. But yeah, Gareth, things are going all right with over here. You're doing all right. I feel like you're actually going to complete this. I'd be very impressed if you do.
Well, I would run away, but I mean, for the sake of the broadcast, I'm not going to. I'm just going to let them beat on me. I'll just finish shooting. It's more exciting to see me shooting things than to see me running away.
As well, yeah. So, I mean, I also would love to show people the Galaxy map at some point and like other aspects of it. So what would you say your favourite aspect of Elite Dangerous is? What sort of, are you an explorer? Are you a trader, mining? What's the thing that really
my favourite thing about Elite is the choice to do what you want to do.
Now that's a good answer from an ambassador. I like it.
Oh, wait, we've got a big one now.
Surely you have a favourite thing that you like to do.
I do enjoy bounty hunting. Enjoy bounty hunting.
Which is essentially this, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
So for the people who don't know, what sort of rewards do you get from bounty hunting?
Well, you're hunting bounties. You get money. You get paid. You get paid to shoot things.
Yeah. You also have elite rankings as well, of course. Where
I don't. Yeah. You eventually. There's 3 sets of rankings. There's your combat rank, your trade rank, and your explorer rank, and soon to come your CQC rank. And there's different levels to that. Sorry, I'm trying to run away from this guy, get my shields up a bit.
So you put more energy in your shields. If you look at the bottom right of the screen, you can see
this guy's actually doing some damage. So I've got no choice but to face him. Where was I now? So he.
So here he is. Here's the big guy.
Yeah, this is the big Anaconda. This is
currently the biggest ship in the game, the biggest flyable ship.
Yeah, sometimes I can take him solo. Sometimes they might give me a little run for my money.
Look at this.
So I fly the Vulture, which is just 2 big guns strapped to a big engine with big shields on it.
You are actually being pummeled. You can see your health in the bottom right-hand side.
I am getting torn apart.
Now the sad thing about this is
there we go. Right, I'm feeding some shit. Missiles.
Come on, you've got his shields down at least. That's impressive.
Oh, he's got me. He got me.
He got you. So what sort of thing could you do to avoid being killed in that way?
Well, there are modules you can have, shield cell modules. As your shields start draining, you can fire off one of these shield cells, and it will inject just a ton of energy into your shields and quickly give them some juice to boost them back up. Then there's also the chaff, and with that, it's like in real-world countermeasures. Chaff, you fart out a load of fairy dust, and with that, it just stops the enemy's tracking weapons being able to track you easily. But yeah, you can still get a few lucky hits, but normally they're just all over the place.
Okay, that's cool. Also, like you mentioned about having customizable ships and customizable weapons, so you can put actual extra awesome things on your like shields and things like that, so you can protect yourself against like cannon fire or laser fire, things like that.
On your hull, you can do that, not so much on your shields. You can put shield extenders that will give you increased shields amount, and also there's different grades of shield generator. Better they are, generally the more shields they will produce and the quicker they will recharge.
Cool. I've just loaded up the actual, see if you can work out what's going on here, the travel, because I want to show some people a little bit about this, and also show people the Galaxy map, which I think we can bring up.
That is one of the most beautiful things in this game.
One of the most amazing things, in my opinion, about Elite Dangerous is the amazing Galaxy map and the fact that it is the 400 billion star systems mapped 1-to-1. I think it's something like around 186,000 star systems that we know from science.
Yes. Every known star in our galaxy is there exactly where we know it is.
So we have actually, and it goes to show our amazing community, we have a group of players who started mapping the actual constellations. So if you go down to our Earth or to Sol and look up in the night sky, you will see the constellations that you know. So the stars that if you go outside and look up in the night sky, the stars that you see up there, we have those stars in our game, and you can fly to those stars. And I think that, well, what we're showing on screen now is Gareth leaving one of the docking stations. You can just see the scale and the size of this. I mean, look, straight away you see an Earth-like planet there.
Yeah.
So that's another interesting thing as well, because this is just a bit of a
haze there.
Yeah, it looks incredible. And actually, we just announced Elite Dangerous Horizons, which means that soon you'll be able to land on those planets. They will be atmosphereless, airless planets first.
Yeah.
But still, you can see. Okay, so you retracted your landing gear there. You have to put your landing gear down first if you're going to land. But of course, that means you have to put it away as well to actually then go into Super Cruise. Are you following the instructions on the screen?
Yeah, just letting it do its thing, and now I'm going to enter Super Cruise.
So this is the very basics of travel, right?
At the moment, I'm in normal space, and I'm going to jump into Super Cruise, which is the intra-planetary travel. Yeah. So use that for in-system travel from one planet or stellar body to another.
So you're now in Super Cruise.
So you can see, I am now in Super Cruise. Thank you very much.
So what sort of speeds are you traveling at this point? Because I can see you're at 70 kilometers per second, which is quite fast.
Indeed,
but that's not going to get you anywhere anytime soon if it's across light years, you know?
Now let me see. I am currently stuck in the planet's gravity well. That's why it's going so slow. But as I leave the gravity well, you can see I'm getting faster and faster by the second. I mean, seriously fast.
Yeah.
And there we are. I am now out the gravity well. I'm going to accelerate. And
so you're getting away from that gravity well.
You can gradually accelerate to, goodness.
Yeah.
I can't even equate the speeds.
So very fast. So like megameters per second, is that you're doing that?
You're talking like light speed.
Yeah. So I mean, the thing is, the science behind this game as well. Like David Braben, our CEO, is he's very particular about the science in a good way. Like it's all based off Newtonian physics, the flight model. It's like everything as we know it, as close as we can possibly get. Because faster than light travel doesn't exist yet. So that is one thing that we did have to cheat with on with Elite Dangerous. So you can see Training Planet is where you're heading towards there, which I like.
I'm more aiming towards
the
star
system
there.
So this is where you're going to have to jump into hyperspace, right?
Yeah, I've got to choose my destination. So for that, I can go across and into the galaxy map. And this, and there you go.
Yeah, so there's the galaxy map. That right there is our entire galaxy. So you can see that we have 400 billion star systems. I think you can zoom out.
Yep, zoom in, zooming out.
So what you can see there is, is 400 billion star systems. You can go to every single one of those in our game. That isn't just a painted, pretty-looking map, although it is very pretty-looking.
And human space covers a small bubble about here.
Yeah.
And that's about it. That is known human space in the game.
So what's the difference between having that human space and the rest of the space? What's the main sort of difference with that?
Well, here you will find humans. All the humans, most of the players are in this area here. But of course you get explorers that are going out mostly to the center of the galaxy here. Sagittarius A, which is the black hole in the middle of our galaxy. And of course there's also various other, let me find, look, there's here, Bernard's Loop Nebula there. And what's that one there? Let me find the name. California Nebula. Witchhead Nebula there.
Yeah.
And these are all in game, and you can approach them, and they just get bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's incredible. It's like Seagull Nebula there.
So if you go to that sort of place, you'll be able to explore to it, and then like you can sort of scan those planets, scan those areas, bring that data back, and you will get like lots of bonus credits for that sort of thing.
Yes, and not only that, but if you find a system that does not have anyone else's name attached to it, you can claim that system.
Yes.
The first person to scan and sell the data gets the...
so when anybody else looks in the map, they will see their name. It'll say first discovered by.
It's such a cool Max Mercer or Ed Lewis or whoever.
So if you want to go, being Christopher Columbus of space, you can do that in Elite Dangerous. I think
but with the coming expansion, you'll be able to take your SRV
Thank you.
and go land on a moon or an airless planet, and then be the first person just driving around on the surface of that world. And I'm looking forward to that.
Pretty exciting. So people actually on Twitch are asking. I got handed a mysterious note, which I thought was from a colleague. People on Twitch are actually asking a little bit about if we're going to be showing Horizon's gameplay. The answer is no, we're not today. Today we're just bringing Gamescom back to you. We've only got what we can show at the moment, which is our teaser trailer. And I think actually that might be a really good time to do that right now and show that
trailer. See the hyper jump?
We could. Oh yeah, let's finish with the hyper jump first actually. So don't cue the trailer just yet. If we can go back to the full screen, that'd be really cool.
Right.
Because this is one of the coolest things.
Oh, I love this. Because if you can listen, you.
Hopefully you can hear this at home. Yeah, this is.
You see it charging. You can hear the engine behind you spooling up.
Yeah.
You can just
then
hear
you get
it
the
there,
count.
and
like
then
wait for it. It's to provide tension. I think the charging moment.
Now just imagine you're getting shot at by a big ship, and you are desperately trying to run away.
There you go.
And this is inter-system travel from one system to another, hyperspace.
There you go.
Actually, I have this on as my screensaver.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, so you've got it like moving? That's pretty cool. Awesome. There you go.
And there we go.
A destination.
And of
so
course,
you can see there's a star, and obviously the amount of people the first time they do that are going to like sit back in their chairs like, whoa!
Yeah.
Like, it's absolutely amazing. And I love seeing that reaction. So yeah, so we aren't showing any Elite Dangerous Horizon stuff today because it's simply not. We want to make sure it's in the best possible form, the best possible way for you to see it for the first time. And I think it's going to be amazing when you do see it. But for now, we do have an amazing teaser trailer. So I think we can bring it up on the screen and show that. All right, let's see the trailer.
One jet descending, we're at 150 meters per second. Primary engines in preparation for power flight. At an altitude of 6.5 kilometers descending. We're coming in ready for Skycraft. We're down to 86 meters per second. Touchdown confirmed.
Absolutely, I love that last moment there. When it comes in, I lose the tease. It's almost like landing in 2015, and then you think, oh, is that the trailer? Okay, fair enough. And then it's like, this thing just comes crashing in.
It's come flying over that hill.
Absolutely awesome. I'm so excited for to be able to show people more of this, and to be able to show more people more of planetary landings. But that's not just it. Okay, it is a whole season of new content. I want to make that extremely clear. It's a whole season of expansions. It's a whole year's worth of expansions and stuff. You can pre-order it now, and you will get that full year. The same way we did last year, all the way up to 1.5. We had Power Play, we had Wings, we had all sorts of stuff coming in. So Planetary Landings is just the start, and I think that's amazing. So before we go on our first break, we'll be back for about 1 o'clock with some more stuff to show you and some more fun, perhaps showing some more stuff. With Gareth here, or moving on. I do have our first trivia question. Because we are at Gamescom 2015, so this, I'm not sure what number Gamescom this is.
I have no idea.
Don't say it, just in case you know, because that will give away the answer to the trivia question, and we don't want to do that. So at home, by the way, this is your chance to win a Gamescom paint job, exclusive to Gamescom. We're going to pick at random somebody from the Twitter, use the hashtag EDGC15. The hashtag, I think, is down here. I've been told to point at this sign here. So, yeah. So the first question is, what year was the first Gamescom held? What year was the first Gamescom held? So get your answers in with the hashtag EDGC15. We'll pick one at random after the break. We'll see you in half an hour. Thanks for watching.